I finally understand the sunk cost fallacy. I've known about the sunk cost fallacy for years, but to really understand it, you have to take a look at your own life. The definition of the sunk cost fallacy is a cognitive bias that occurs when people continue to invest time, money, or effort into a decision or project because of the resources they have already committed, even if it no longer makes sense to do so. I've done this many times, and I tend to get wrapped up in my emotions and I don't think logically. So let's take a look at some examples of the sunk cost fallacy that I've done in my life. I bought a pair of Amazon shoes a couple years back. They were about a half inch too small for me. And after I got the shoes, I just spent a ton of time trying to make them fit, trying to stretch the shoes, putting ice inside the shoes to try and stretch them, and it didn't work. And I wore them, and it just hurt my toes. And basically, I was just wasting my time, wasting resources, wasting money. I could have just returned the shoes or bought new shoes. I just wanted to not really waste the shoes that I got, so I just tried to fix them. And I guess that's one of my flaws, trying to fix things, not wanting to waste it. So I just kept trying to fix it, and eventually I just cut my losses. I just realized, you know what, I'm not going to be able to fix this shoe, and it was only 20 bucks. So I cut my losses and I just bought a new pair of shoes. My first computer, as soon as I got it, it crashed all the time. I upgraded the RAM, I replaced the power supply, but to no avail. It always crashed again and again until I had to get a new computer. But even after getting a new computer, I continued to try and fix it, trying to make use of it because I sunk the money in and I'm going to fix it. And I just wasted a lot of time and money because I could have just bought a newer computer when I first got it. And, a newer computer that's not from like a department store, one of those cheap computers. And I could have just bought a newer computer and I would have solved my problem right there, but I just sunk more time and more money into trying to fix it. And, just recently I took it to an e-waste place and, really good to do that because I already have newer computers and I'm not going to be able to fix that one and use it for some other project. So getting rid of that computer was really important for me. I cut my losses on that. And, just realizing how much time and money I wasted on that computer makes me understand that, sunk cost fallacy is a lot to deal with your emotions. And you got to think logically and not let your emotions dictate your actions. A couple years ago, I took an IT course, and the IT course was about 12 weeks. And over the course, you're supposed to go to classes. It's like 6 hours per day, and then you go home and you work on the certificate. And the classes and the certificate are different. So I finished the certificate in 3 weeks. And I could have cut my losses from there and just taken the certificate and did my own thing, but I stayed in that IT class for the next 9 weeks, and boy, was I bored. Since I knew so much about computers already. And it was really more of a beginner course, and I was thinking maybe there's going to be something that's going to be useful to help me, but it was just pretty much a waste of time for me, but I stayed. I sunk more time into that, waking up really early in the morning, 6 hours over Zoom. And I already finished the course, and there wasn't really anything to help me. I bought into the IT course, but it just didn't help. It was just a waste of time, and I just sunk so much time into that. After taking that course, it did help me realize that I didn't want to go to another IT course or go and get a degree from some school because I'd be sinking a lot of time, and there are other ways to get certified without going to school. And, that did help me. So I did find some benefit, but it was a really waste of time. I figured that out pretty much in the first couple of weeks. So I've learned a lot about the sunk cost fallacy, looking at my own life, evaluating past actions. And now that I know about the sunk cost fallacy and I'm not just on autopilot and I'm really thinking about my decisions, the next time some situation comes up, I'll be able to better prepare myself. I'll be able to think logically not let my emotions get in the way, and I'll be able to evaluate if this situation or this product is worth more time and money to be invested in. And if it's not, I will cut my losses. And doing that will be a lot better than just pushing myself to do more and more, because that's what I tend to do. I tend to just try and never give up. But sometimes you got to look at things from a logical point of view, and you got to say, I can't be wasting all of this time on something that's not worth it. If I already spent some time on it and I'm not going to get my money back, and there's no value and there's no upside, then I need to just let it go and focus on something else. So being able to understand what's worth it and what's not, and if it's not worth it, to just cut my losses, that's going to help me in the future. Because now that I really think about the sunk cost fallacy, every situation that I have, every decision, I'll be weighing the pros and cons, and I won't let emotions get in the way. So if I got to do something, I'll take a look, see what needs to be done. Is it worth more time? If not, cut my losses. And understanding the sunk cost fallacy is really important, because you don't want to be wasting time or money on things that are not worth it. So I'm happy that I finally understand the sunk cost fallacy. I won't be wasting any more time on things that are a waste.